Anyway, let's take a look at the other game that I was kind of the most excited to take a look at, which is GENJI. We played a bunch of other character action games last time. And they were of varying quality, one might say. We played a little bit of Altered Beast, and we played... what was the other game we played? I don't even remember. What did we play? My brain is just a big mess. We played something. Chaos Legion, yes, thank you. Wow. We did play a bit of Chaos Legion, which seemed pretty bland, maybe interesting, or at least more fun if you get further into it. But it didn't really strike a chord. But GENJI is a game that, even though any conversation about this game or its sequel seems to amount to the first game is better and little else, it seems like it's a pretty alright game. So I'm curious to, at the very least, get a sense of what it's like. Ah, yes. Slow-ass PlayStation memory cards. I mean, to be fair, Chaos Legion, like, it plays fine. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's just... well, not just. I guess it's probably somewhat mediocre, but I think it's also... The bar is set very high with Capcom action games. And it not, like... A Capcom game, I feel like, from that era doesn't have to be terrible to be disappointing. And it's also a game where, like, you know, you can... Another way to look at it is, you know, whether a game presents any compelling argument for playing that game over something else. I mean, the Legion mechanic with the summoning the creatures or whatever, like, I mean, yeah, that's something that you wouldn't see in every other game. But I don't know that it's compelling or well made enough to be like the reason you want to play it. I don't know. As far as I got into the game, it didn't feel that way, but admittedly, I didn't play it very far at all. The text looks really fucked up. I wonder if that's something I can address. I don't want to fuck around with the settings while we're watching this, but as soon as the intro's over, I'm going to play around with that a bit and see if I can... As far as I can tell, the video doesn't look obviously bad or anything. But the text looks really jacked. It might just be the font that's fucked. Oh, okay, we're not done. Alright, we're getting lore on all the leaders. It's so funny because, like, obviously, there's no shortage of stories and games and stuff about this time period in Japanese history. But something about the aesthetics and presentation of this immediately puts me in the kind of Sengoku Musou series, Samurai Warriors, whatever they call it in English. Like, enough of the surface of this looks like the Koei stuff that it seems like weirdly down to earth. Even though obviously, you know, compared to actual historical records or whatever, I'm sure what we're seeing here is quite flashy and extravagant. I don't dislike the character designs, but like it's funny just how my brain is like expecting something a little more fanciful. Yeah, I'm talking specifically about the game set in Japan, which is Shin Sengoku Musou is Dynasty Warriors, and Sengoku Musou is the Sengoku means the warring states, which is what this time period is referred to in Japanese. So Sengoku Musou is the series that's based in Japan. Obviously, they all have similar kinds of aesthetics in a way, but there is also obviously quite the difference in designs between the Japanese stuff and the Chinese stuff. Well, Shin Sengoku Musou is it's the opposite. Well, it's not. Well, whatever. Like, the second game was called Shin Sengoku Musou, and it was called Dynasty Warriors 2. But there hasn't been. The original Sengoku Musou never had any sequels, but Shin Sengoku Musou is like what every other sequel is. I guess it's splitting hairs, so it doesn't really make a difference. Let me just check real quick. So do I want to change this? I'm not super sure about how to use all these settings optimally. None of this seems to make any difference here. No, okay, I guess we'll just keep it here. It looks fine. I think it was just that font that looked really fucked up. So let me try this real quick. Wait, what was the... Okay. I'm sure this looks like garbage on stream. Okay, yeah, they definitely added a bunch new filters here in this firmware update. Okay, interesting. They changed some of the settings and modes here. We'll leave it like that. Intro, might have been probably my mic picking up the game audio, but it didn't look like the mic was picking up audio, so I didn't think it did. Turn down. I just moved my mic a little bit, so hopefully it'll be less at risk of picking up game audio. Oh yeah, let me do this. So let's see what this is all about. Subtitles on, yes, thank you. Stereo. Oh, there's okay, yeah, there's surround support, of course. This is like listening position. I guess it's set to either the character or camera. Yeah, real, whatever that means. But we'll do stereo. Vibration on, button config. I guess we're probably going to get tutorialized, and I don't know what a lot of these things really mean. Select for system screen, start for status screen, R1, guard, I guess. Square for normal attack, triangle, special attack, circle to inspect. It's like action button, I guess. X for jump. Stick for walking. D-pad for items. Sounds good to me. Screen settings. Okay, sure. It's fine. Default. Okay. I don't know, vibration is like, I'm not... I think it can be... I like vibration in general, but it can be... It depends on the game, and a lot of times it can be kind of overdone. I'm actually not the biggest fan of the vibration on the Xbox controllers. Like the... it's very... like on the Xbox One Series X, like it's... The Xbox vibration is very... It doesn't feel very smooth. It's always like... Zzz, like very jarring when it goes off, and... it's funny, like I was driven completely crazy by the vibration in Mortal Kombat 11. It's like every time you do a fatality, there's like bzzz, like it just starts vibrating, and there's a lot of other stuff, and it really pissed me off for like a good several weeks, if not longer, before I was like, wait, hang on, I can just turn it off. Why don't I just turn it off if the only time I notice it is when it pisses me off because it's annoying? Like, I think I could probably, like... I don't have a sense of what vibration is like in fighting games, because I play almost all of them on stick. So having vibration for it there, like, oh yeah, this is just weird. But it can be nice. I tend to prefer to leave it on by default, at least. And then, you know, if I get annoyed by it, I can turn it off. Is this just the same intro? Kind of looks like it, right? Yeah, that's... Well, we're allowed to skip it. That's a good first sign. Chapter 1, Heiankyo. No, Heiankyo aliens, presumably. That's a good game, though. Yeah, I played the first Injustice on stick. I tried playing MK9 on stick when it first came out, but ultimately there was no real reason for it, because there's like very few things that require that kind of precision for motions or buttons. But the other reason was like the button config was a little bit bugged in that game, and I needed to kind of change controls. I couldn't really use the default with the stick I had, or I didn't want to anyway. And it was just a huge hassle when I was playing with friends, so I'm like, fuck it, let's just get used to playing on pad, and it was totally fine. Injustice 1 had combination of both having certain characters with like special moves, command grabs and stuff that I found easier to do on stick, and also the control layout wasn't like an issue the same way. R1 is guard, right? But Injustice 2 I played on pad. Right, we got some PS2 blur. The screen is really bright. Oh, okay. I can do that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this game yet, really, but first impression, you know, it feels nice and smooth.
お前は一体。
A bit kind of pixely looking. It's very sharp. There's like no anti-aliasing. It does make me wonder a little bit if there's something. Actually, let me like I'm still like a little bit paranoid that there's something about the upscaler ops, because I definitely played something before where the settings were a bit wrong and it ended up looking kind of weird. But it does look like super fucking crisp. There's no real like I don't know what this filter does, but like changing, like it doesn't look like there's deinterlacing. Well, there are now. I don't think the pixeliness has to do with deinterlacing. Oh, that's where I found this setting, yeah. So this makes things look like super nice and smooth, but it's gonna look like shit on stream. It's a little bit weird on this resolution, but it is a cool setting. No, but that's fine. But I was curious to see if setting to soft interpolation, it's a very slight difference. I can barely perceive the difference if I'm being honest. The thing about the scan lines is that it's being scaled like multiple times between the capture and my resizing in OBS, and like it's so sensitive to these like very thin lines. Like it just ends up being a nasty moire pattern. So it just like looks awful. But I'm glad I can find something that looks perfectly fine. Which I definitely do think this does. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should follow that person. Man, it's a little kind of tough to look at. It's very... There's a lot of like texture and detail. But it's quite pretty. Got some cool animations and everything. Like the atmosphere is really cool. And, you know, as we mentioned before, like, it runs at 60 FPS, which makes it look way better, too. In my opinion. And I'm curious, I never played the sequel, but it seemed like from that one PS3 reveal demo, at least, that it was maybe not a full-on Musou clone, but seemed to have more like open battlefields than what we're seeing here. And I think definitely the kind of narrow focus is probably to this game's benefit of like not, you know, trying to do too much at once. Yeah. Alright, there's a... I guess I can't jump over this. It said it's blocked and I'm not strong enough to, like, lift this log or whatever. So I guess we're gonna come back here. Save something or... Yeah. Well, I think it depends on what type of game it is, but yeah, I mean, I think the like the PS3 360 generation was definitely like the worst for that, where it's like the first time really that 60 FPS was not the standard. I mean, there's tons of 30 FPS games on PS1 and PS2, but I feel like it was still mostly like 2D games were generally always 60 FPS, and there's plenty of like with PlayStation, probably more 3D games are 30 than 60, but as time went on, like you saw plenty of 60 FPS 3D games too, and for PS2, like it was pretty much standard from day one. And on PS3, like, most games struggle to reach 30. Oh, this looks awesome. Like, the reflections are really beautiful here. You can really kind of see the kind of walls to where the area ends, but it still looks nice. But yeah, I mean, I remember always like feeling that it's like frustrating with the seeming obsession with like making screenshots on the back of the box look nicer. But I do think like, be it by happenstance or otherwise, we're kind of moving away a little bit from that now with like, I don't know exactly how the guard system works here, but you know, if nothing else, like with cross-gen games and everything, like there are more games that either like use high frame rates as a selling point, or at the very least like I think a lot of people, oh shit, okay, there's parries. A lot of people who either don't care or even by some bizarre, you know, reasoning might say that they prefer 30 FPS. I feel like in most cases they just aren't aware of alternatives. And I feel like more games having, at the very least, an option to prioritize frame rate over rendering fidelity will make more people aware of that as an option, in turn making it more viable to kind of target. And I do think the whole like the sort of gradual transition from one console generation to another, I think is helpful in that, because even if it is kind of a coincidence of sorts that like the realities of development and the realities of the how you market something and release it with the platforms available, etc., like means that a lot of games are produced with a kind of scalability in mind, so that you know, there's going to be a PS4 version and a Pro version and maybe a PS5 version, or maybe a game just, you know, is only on PS4, but they're able to release a patch to make it run better on PS5 or whatever it might be. So like, not to mention that like, I feel like 4K displays are still pretty, like, not enough people, I feel like, own 4K displays to make it make sense to like expect that that's how people are going to be playing your game. And if a game can run at 60 even with like bells and whistles in 1080p resolution, leaving the like giving players the option to play in 4K for like at 30 FPS is fine, but it kind of doesn't make sense to lock it to 30 for anyone who's playing it at 1080. Whereas like on PS3, although technically like you could run games in 480 and actually get better performance, like it wasn't really advertised as a feature, and it wasn't really by design. It just kind of happened that way, in some games at least. You would still, like, games would be designed primarily with like 720p resolution in mind, and there are in fact some 1080p games on PS3 as well, but those are pretty few and far between. But like on PS4 and Xbox One, you wouldn't really target different resolutions, because pretty much like 1080p is definitely like the sort of de facto standard. But I think that sort of adds to it, because like it's easier to provide that as an option for a multitude of reasons. And I think that, I mean, so far, you know, what are we, 9 months after the release of the newest consoles? Like, games that are locked to 30 FPS, no matter what, like, seem very rare, which makes me very happy. So I hope that continues. Like, hopefully enough people, like, there's enough positive feedback on performance modes that allow for higher frame rates. I mean, especially given that, especially Microsoft is also pushing for, like, 120 hertz support. PS5 does support 120 hertz as well, but I think Microsoft has definitely been more out there, like, pushing that. So obviously, if a game is supposed to be able to run at 120, it will be able to run at 60. I'm not personally super, like, fussed about 120 hertz, but I think it's good. I mean, it's an awesome thing for, like, certain types of games. It's also, like, I'm more excited for it for the side effect of, by pushing for 120, it is further normalizing 60, which is what I would prefer to be the standard. I mean, yeah, like, there's not a lot of games on the market yet that are, like, sort of next-gen exclusive, but even among the ones that are, I don't think there are many that are, like, locked to 30 FPS, like, under any circumstance. Yeah, I have my new monitor is, like, 165 hertz, I think, and it has G-Sync. But, like, I barely play PC games, and I don't know that what I can play to really, like, put it through its paces, to really try the high frame rate. But I mean, it is nice even in Windows, like, it just is more pleasant to look at. But and I mean, I can get higher frame rates like that, but I bought it also as kind of a future-proof sort of thing. And I've been wanting to try 120 hertz modes on Xbox, but the one game I wanted to try was Doom Eternal, but I couldn't get it to work because apparently my monitor does 1440p 120, but it doesn't do 1080p in 120, apparently. So I guess at least Doom Eternal didn't give me the option of playing it in 120 hertz. And I assume it had to do with that. So I'm not really sure. I haven't really tried it with any other games on Xbox to see if I can figure it out, like, how. But, like, in the Xbox system, like, if I enable 120 hertz mode, I have to set it to 1440p output. So yeah, I think it's just I don't know if it's because of the monitor or the HDMI or whatever, but yeah, I mean, I got this monitor was like 50% off, so it was just a matter of getting a good deal on a PC to get a second 1440p monitor. That was like the biggest thing. But it also has HDR, and it has 165 up to 165 hertz. So it's just like a much better monitor than my old one anyway. But it's a little bit unfortunate that it has well, it's got G-Sync, which is not compatible. Like, you cannot use that on Xbox, but if you have FreeSync, you can. But I think that might only be an HDMI 2.1 thing. I don't know. Like, this shit gets really complicated. I mean, I'm happy enough with 1080-60, but since I have this monitor, I kind of wanted to try that out. The thing is, obviously, I'm still completely locked to 1080-60 SDR, whatever else, if I'm capturing. So I really need to, at some point, I'm going to need to upgrade my capture situation so I can capture at, like, ideally, I would like to be able to capture at 4K 120 just to be future-proof. But, and not strictly because I need to stream at 120 FPS or whatever. But if the capture card maxes out at 4K 60 or whatever, that's the max that I can then pass through to my monitor as well. So, whatever. That's a worry for the future. I'm going to be mostly mashing buttons here. Clearly, I'm not paying much attention to what's going on in story or otherwise here. But I didn't really intend to play Sarugetsu for like 2 hours. I just wanted to kind of boot it up and see what it was like. And that's kind of the intention I have here too. So I feel like not getting too lost in the weeds with the story stuff or tutorial stuff is seems reasonable in that context. Okay, so do I have... Okay, so items, I guess. Cover 80 health. Cover from something else, I guess. Okay, so hang on. 飲むと1000人の力が 一定時間 Okay, so I drink this and my attack power goes up temporarily. I see. Oh yeah, I don't think... I mean, I think the... Like I said, 4K 120, it would strictly be a matter of future-proofing. It's not that I mean, the consoles can't really do 4K 120, I don't think. Like, I'm pretty sure that any game that has a 120 mode, for the most part, would be limited to 1080, maybe 1440p. But like I said, it's about future-proofing. But if it does if it does 120 hertz in 1080, but 4K 60, I'd be happy with that. But if it's like 1080 60, 4K 30, then that's not really good enough. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I haven't... Buying my Xbox Series X is like the first thing that has made me even consider wanting to upgrade my capture card, which has served me well. It works fine. It's definitely a couple of years old at this point. But the other thing is too, like I feel like I would want to get an internal capture card because I have a USB device on my desk. And I guess without having done much research into it, it's my understanding that internal cards have like just better performance in general. So it would just, you know, be a matter of researching that. And like I said, you know, it's not a concern. It's not urgent by any means. But at some point, like the money I would have to spend on that, I think I would probably sooner want to spend on a camera, maybe. I don't know. Or like a PS5, you know, because it's probably about the same price range. Well, not current PS5 prices, but like actual PS5 prices. So, got equipment. What's this? Okay, this looks like some kind of an upgrade. Okay, we need to collect things to put in things to upgrade something. I see, I see. Okay, so here's our tutorials. Amahagane. Okay, yeah. Like heavenly steel. Amahagane ni wa motsu mono no kokoro ga chikara ga aru desu. Yeah, all the lore. I think we'll I think we'll leave that there. See, this is the thing also, the struggles of playing any Japanese games with a historical setting. They will inevitably use a lot of not just kanji, but also archaic terminology. Okay, yeah, I think we just got a third of one of those things we're supposed to jam into our heavenly steel. No, not slang, just like very old-fashioned language. And you know, just the kind of stuff that is in the setting, you know, whether it's formal titles or names of items or weapons, names of locations. Stuff that I'm sure you can follow along just fine if you're familiar with it, but it's a little outside the realm of maybe your average, like, what's the word? Vocabulary that you might learn as a Japanese student, let's say. But even like the font is like, this is not the... I mean, this is far from the worst I've seen. But this is a font that is meant to evoke the style and feel over being like easy to read. Okay, L1 to activate something. Alright, okay. It's pretty cool. Man, the water effects are really cool. Yoku yarimashita. Okay. Like, I like that some games, it's definitely more of a modern thing. We mentioned earlier about the fact that Ape Escape had the Furigana option, which is pretty cool, and how it's quite rare for games to have any options about text display back then. It's more common nowadays. Okay, I just mashed there. I think yep, I just made myself repeat this. Okay. But I know some games nowadays, I want to say that some Yakuza games... Oh, I guess I have to wait for them to attack. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Or did I complete this and this guy just survived? Some games just give you the option between a font like this, that's like I said, I think the Yakuza games do this. It's not strictly like a medieval font, but or kind of a nice looking font, an atmospheric font, let's call it, or a like practical, just a like sans serif, easy to read font. Shenmue had a Furigana option. Like, I guess Shenmue would be the game to do something like that, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm still trying to get a sense of what this game is like. Like, I think comparisons to Onimusha seem pretty fair. Clearly it has, like, action-y combat. But it's also, like, seems kind of adventure-y in that, like, I'm going to different locations and doing, like, it's not all combat. It's not an open, you know, contiguous world, but it has, like, different locations that we go to find things and talk to people. It's a nice looking game, for sure. I'm getting the sense, though, that it is a bit of a little bit of a slow start, and just like something that's requiring a little bit more of an investment to enjoy than I feel like I'm capable of giving it on a stream like today. I mean, yeah, I haven't played Onimusha outside of like half an hour of Onimusha 3 when it first came out, but I'm not speaking necessarily about, I mean, again, because I haven't played them, I couldn't speak about anything really, but I don't mean specifically in how it controls, just that it's like closer, it seems closer to something like Onimusha than something like, I don't know, Ninja Gaiden or Musou games or whatever. Like, it has a little bit more of that. I don't know that slow pace is the right word, but it's not just a linear action game. Like, we're getting quests and shit. Like, it's not an RPG either, really, but I guess it does have character stats and gear and equipment and loot. Which I guess maybe puts it in a different category as well. I don't know that Onimusha games do anything like that, because in my mind, they're sort of the third pillar, you know, after Resident Evil and Dino Crisis. With like some... Trying to parry here. Some similarities, and probably less similarities as each series went on. And neither of those really have like any of the kind of RPG type things that seem to be present here. So that box on the top right is like XP. It says XP and then a number. That part is like understandable enough. The rest of it, not so much. I feel like we didn't get this showcased very well in the opening, but clearly the game does have some pretty cool character designs. Oh, alright. Boss fight. Like, I guess, I don't know, it seems like maybe that thing on the top right, like I mean, maybe it's like a Devil May Cry type thing, which I guess also, you know, this is a 2005 game, so it could have taken some inspirations from there too, because it says like, the one kanji I was able to read is when it says Tatsujin, which means master, so I guess it's like, yeah, it says 1 kill, 9 hits. Yeah, and as I reached like 10 hits, I think I ranked up. Maybe the number of golden spheres is like XP gain or something. Canceling into guard works well enough, but I think he broke my guard. Oh, I'm stunned. Ouch. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they released the first Onimusha. Like, I feel like those games are like old enough and kind of... Okay, I should have just dodged. Both old enough and like not quite well liked enough or like popular enough to justify releasing them that way, it sort of feels like. Especially given that the Devil May Cry games were released in a collection like a decade ago. Oh, he was stunned. Interesting. I mean, they're not releasing the first game full price or anything, but even so, like, it felt kind of weird. It's just one of those things. Like, it felt conspicuous, right? Because if they'd released, like, if they announced the Onimusha collection, even if it was just all three, even if it was just the 3 first and not the 4th game or whatever, and not the Blade Boogie, whatever, the spin-off and shit, like, it still would have seemed like, oh yeah, this is how these games are released. But just doing the one game seemed a little strange. I mean, obviously from Capcom's perspective, there would have been several reasons to do it that way. I'm just speaking from a consumer standpoint. It seems unusual. Like, for a series where people, I think, have a general fondness more so than, like, it's not the case that the original Onimusha is some kind of classic and no one cares about the sequels either. Like, I don't think there's one. I mean, maybe I'm just ignorant. I feel like 3 was the one that was maybe the biggest deal when it came out, and maybe I would guess that Onimusha 3 is like the most well-liked one. But it's still not clear to me, if you were to pick one, which would you pick? Like, it seems more like the series. Like, people who are interested in Onimusha, they care more about the series rather than any one entry, I guess. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, I have no insight into the development. Like, obviously, there's the whole thing with the music and the composer and all that, but I don't know what that release is like, and maybe it was such a great improvement that it justifies itself. But I do feel like it kind of, you don't necessarily get the impression that, new releases of the sequels are coming anytime soon. Nor does it necessarily feel like something you would be excited for. But like I said, you know, I know very, very little of Onimusha. Yeah, this is the first I'm hearing of them redoing all the voice acting, which is kind of interesting. I'm sure they wouldn't do it if there wasn't a good reason for it. Could be a matter of fidelity, could be legal things. Could be they lost them or something, you know, who knows? We can buy stuff, I guess. Well, we can sell stuff too. New weapons, better armor. Well, they had, I remember we talked about this. I brought it up a little bit when we played the Onimusha Buraiden, the fighting game spinoff. That understandably, of course, based on a lot of different factors. But when the third game came out, I feel like in the West, people were excited / made a big deal out of Jean Reno being in the game. But that was always the thing. Like the main character in the first game, who's also, I guess, the main character in the third game, is played by Takeshi Kaneshiro, who's like a big movie star in Japan. And I forget if I would assume that the character from the second game is like Jubei, right? It's probably also played by some actor or a real person. It's a dead actor. Yeah, I see. So like, that's kind of embedded in the DNA of the series. I guess the fourth game, I don't know, because that has all different characters too, I think. But to my knowledge, they were at least able to get that cleared for the first game. It was already long dead when they made the game. That's interesting. It's kind of weird, but interesting. But it's possible that they were able to clear all the rights they needed to for the likenesses for the first game, but it was maybe too expensive or too difficult to do it for all 4 of the games. So, you know, I'm sure that could have been a factor. Because that's definitely kind of complicated. Can I sell? Okay. Okay, I can get 1 coin for my basic equipment here. Special order. If I give him... Okay. Looks like I can give him special ingredients or whatever, and he can craft me shit or something like that. I want to touch while someone. Okay, sure. Let's buy. Huh, definitely some interlacing issues there, but that's fine. Let's equip it. Fucking explosion noises, alright. I actually just have enough to also buy the armor, but whatever. So I guess we did equip it, but actually let's take a look. Nice, okay, I just wanted to confirm that the model actually visually changes. Yeah, I guess you can see here even the breastplate. It's like the green, and that's the one he's wearing. So I assume that that's actually also gonna... You know what? Fuck it. Let's find out. We could buy one out of the armor. This is important research. Plus 8 defense. That's not nothing. Obviously, the sword is, like, easier. Well, it looks different, right? Yeah, for sure. That's cool. Like the sword is a separate thing, so it's a little more simple and straightforward to replace it than the armor bits, but that's still awesome that you can change colors for the armor. Character customization, like making your character look different, like that's literally always fun. I appreciate that in any and every game that features it for sure. Well, I guess we'll save. But yeah, I mean overall, like the Onimusha thing, I think was kind of like more confusing than exciting, I guess you could say. It's a good thing the game tells me where the next thing is, so I can happily pay no attention and just go where I'm told. Find people to beat up and in advance. Oh, okay, I guess I'm back to this fella here. Alright, the other person was looking for us because they had a message for us, I guess. You want to save? Oh, that's fine. I literally just saved. Can we, oh yeah, we can get stuff here. Nice. So my controller was like vibrating and pulsing around here somewhere. I wonder if that was... Oh, maybe that was for literally the box I just opened. Might have been. Oh. There they are. Okay. I guess... Probably go someplace else. Can I interact with any of this? Doesn't look like it. There we go. Yeah, this seems pretty cool. Like, I'm very curious. I mean, obviously, we're still very early on. I don't know. It's possible that we're still in such, like, an early state of the game that it's not really representative of what the game's going to be like later. But the tiniest glimpse I've had of the sequel seems to imply that that's a very different type of game. And that's like, it's just interesting. They seem quite different. It's definitely a game I feel like I should get. Like it's a game I feel like I should have experienced at some point, at least. I have to imagine you could get a copy of Genji 2 pretty cheap these days. Even if with my PS3 being in a sort of questionable state right now, buying a bunch of PS3 games doesn't feel like the most compelling, tempting thing. Oh, that doesn't look great. It's pretty sick. Very moody. Man, the jittery look is not very appealing though. Like the complete lack of, well, not jittery, but like Lack of anti-aliasing. So this is the second dude on the box, so I have to assume that this is a... Well, I was gonna say a friend. Maybe not at this moment in time, but I'm sure he will be. Lord Benkei. Alright. Alright, so 4 hits, I guess, is first rank up on the combo meter. So can I enable this? I can, okay. I don't know if it's gonna help us against this guy, but... Okay. I guess not. Jump on him. Okay, I didn't get hit. Do I have like wireframes on my jump? I don't know what's going on. So I can cancel into a block, but I kind of don't want to block his attacks. I think I blocked that, but it like broke my guard. Okay. I got a little bit lucky there. Because I noticed on the status screen, it said on the top right, like, which character we're playing as, which seems to imply that we're going to be able to swap to other characters. So he's still letting him know who he is, and this guy's like, holy shit, that's a miracle. I assume, at the very least, this is not the end of this character. Yeah, it looked like probably my mic was picking up a little bit of it. It's really weird because it doesn't seem like audio, like I'm having the audio much louder than usual, but this is like the second time that's apparently been happening today. Or the second time people have let me know about it. Maybe it's an issue. I don't know. I guess we're nursing him back to health. But yeah, I would say this is a game that seems pretty cool. I could probably sort of fumble my way through it. But there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of text, a lot of stuff that's going to be... Like, my level of Japanese would probably allow me to, in general terms, get through a game like this. But compared to your average game, I think, like, the setting is just, like, a little more... it's gonna assume more of the player in terms of familiarity with the language and the culture and the history, just in the way the writing is and everything. It's just a natural thing for a game with this kind of setting. And like I said, I'm sure I could get through the game, but it does make me curious how much I would potentially, like, miss out on and not understand. I mean, especially when I'm, like, literally not paying attention at all. It's also one of those things where I think I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, I guess. But like playing it on stream, I always feel some sort of slight sense of responsibility to try and like interpret and explain what's going on, which obviously is also difficult if I'm not paying attention. And that's the thing too, like obviously this game has an English version, so if I really wanted to play it, I couldn't play my physical copy, nor can I play an American version on my PS2, which like bumps me out a little bit. And I would rather play the Japanese version with the voices and everything. It's just one of those tricky conundrums where it's like, I would prefer to play the Japanese version, but it's a little difficult. I don't know. Like, I'm just like, I'm not saying I couldn't or wouldn't play this game. It's just a type of game that I wouldn't feel entirely comfortable committing to playing on stream without, like, there's like a lot to consider. Because it's also like with any game, just a matter of whether I will enjoy playing a game on stream or not. Like a game I would be interested in playing or enjoying playing is not the same. Like that's not the only factor that matters if I want to play a game on stream or not. Like there are certain types of games that I greatly enjoy playing, or that I just end up spending a lot of time with, that I don't think doesn't necessarily make for the best streaming viewing experience, but also for me, I don't have the best time playing a game if I'm streaming it, in some cases. But the opposite is more often true as well. Because if I'm playing by myself, I'm not going to be commenting on a game. Alright, I think we can swap to them. Yeah, there we go. And I can also, like... How do I put it? Playing a game for myself offline and playing something on stream is just two different experiences. And a lot of the time, having the stream is, like, awesome because it helps me, it gives me the opportunity to play something in a way that I wouldn't be able to otherwise, or I wouldn't, like, naturally do anyway. And that often involves, like, having fun with stuff that I wouldn't necessarily have fun with otherwise. Even just, like, you know, buying a bunch of games, unboxing them, talking about them, like, you know, that's enjoyable. So some games just, like, lend themselves very well to that, and others don't. Not to mention, like, just the length of a game and the level of commitment, the level of difficulty, like, you know, a lot of that shit plays into it too. And the language barrier is, like, only a tiny part of it, honestly. I think on some level, feel a little bit concerned with, like, am I just making this experience worse for everyone involved by insisting on playing in a version that I'm struggling to understand? Or is it interesting to see the Japanese version specifically? Like, for me, it's a practical matter of this cost me, like, $2 to buy, and it's the version I can play on the hardware I own. But I also have an interest, you know, in the artwork, the voice acting, and whatever it might be that's, like, unique to this version. But it's hard to get a good sense of, like, how others perceive that kind of thing. I can't, like, take it for granted anyway. I mean, I would... if I was playing this in English with English voices, I would definitely be like, ugh, every time anyone opens their mouth. That's definitely the case. Okay, so he's got, like, a tackle instead of a dodge. Interesting. Like 2-minute startup. Well, it works at least. It does damage. But like I said, that's only part of the consideration. It's also the fact that this does seem to be a kind of potentially longer form game that requires a bit of investment. And it's just like a little bit of an unfamiliar territory. And I feel like the other thing is, if I was going to make that kind of commitment to play a game that's kind of on that level of scale or whatever you want to call it, I think I probably do have other games in my collection that I'm more eager to actually play. Alright, so this thing like just senses when I'm close to one of those things. And I collect it automatically if I'm standing still close enough. It's like up here or something. It's like vibrating like crazy, but can't find the spot. Press circle or something? That's so weird. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I did that. Actually, let's take a look at that. Amahagana. Okay, so I got... okay, so I'm collecting a bunch of these, and I didn't actually do anything with them. What's up, Icarus? Got some nice atmospheric jaxophone jams. Fits this game very well. Happy long weekend. This weekend is exactly 2 days long where I'm from. But if yours is longer, then I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, so we got 5 little thingies to put into our heavenly steel. So I guess this one gives us more health. This gives more attack power. This gives more defense. Boom. Alright. Yeah, sort of I'm coming off a 5-week weekend. Alright, well, we can't level anything up. So I wonder if... I assume that this is character specific then, because we're keeping the orbs we collected. Oh yeah, I can't spin them around. Nice. Oh, interesting. Like, we just have, like, a shared inventory, basically. So the icon is going to signify whose weapon and gear it is. I see, I see. This makes me... Okay, so it's like temporary buffs to damage and defense. I'm not going to remember that I have... shortcuts on the D-pad anyway. So it's definitely very... It feels very different from... what's the other character? Yoshitsune? I think so. Oh, you can't... Oh, interesting. I was like, I wonder if I can hold the button. And it turns out I can. Oh, you can do it for, like, every strike in the combo. Moving around, so... It's got a weird, like, slow-mo run. Well, do we... Oh, yep. See, I have a feeling that there might be something like that. Luckily, the swinging radius is huge. Oh, I wonder if I do have, like, some kind of armor on that dash. Because I do it from the block. Like, I press the jump button while blocking. Camera was definitely not pointed in that direction, so let's give it a try. Nice. Get him in one hit. I'm not trying to leave. I'm just pushing up against the wall here. I guess that's the heal. Well, it's, I don't know, some kind of item. I might be able to break this. Maybe. Oh, this looks nice. Cool, foggy atmosphere. Yeah, that was a pretty conspicuous little thing. Huh. Armor. Okay. Just fine gear. Nice. My spider sense is tingling over here, but okay, I do. Okay, so I am supposed to attack. Okay, so that's how you uncover them. I see. Money. All right. Nice. What about this? Okay, interact. Doesn't seem like I can. Okay, so maybe I'm. Seem to imply that I should be able to get up on it, but he might not be able to currently. Slash, maybe with this character. The sudden shifts in camera angles can be a little disorienting at times. Okay, I didn't necessarily mean to activate this mode, but I did the tutorial twice and I still don't understand how it works. That's on me, I guess. Dude, iframes, come on. So, okay, yeah, this is, okay, I see, I know where I am. Oh, nice, you can actually walk while charging. It seems like if I'm doing this tackle, I will, like, absorb hits and not lose the combo. But I'm not entirely clear on the mechanics of this stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah. I wonder if any of this stuff, whether it's the dash or the charged strikes, can like break combo. I did do some kind of parry or something like at the very beginning, which I just remembered. So maybe that's a thing. I wonder what the game's gonna be able to do for like variety of environments or locations. Alright, there's some kind of a seal on that door. I wonder if it's as simple as defeating all the enemies. Or, oh, hang on. Alright, there's some fish in the pond. Nice, nice. Like, some of these interiors look sick. That's really, really cool looking. But I wonder if... I feel like the little town streets and gardens and whatnot look fairly similar all around. Oh, what's going on here?
GENJI の奴らが平安の町で動き始めている。ここのことをまだ知られてはまずい。
Also, I guess we've been playing this for an hour already. Didn't feel like it. Also, I've been streaming for 4 hours somehow. Well, I guess that's how hours work. They add up. Alright, she's asking these fellas to exterminate the vermin. I.e. us. I like a lot of these like effects that happen before or after fights. Oh, that looks like a weapon I could use. They're not like greatly overdone or anything. Oh, that's my current weapon. How much? Yeah, 74.96. That's quite the improvement. Also, we get to use a big hammer. That's cool. So the armor. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this is like no, okay. It definitely look okay. I was thinking. I wonder if it's because the color of the icon. Oh no, the color must just mean that it's equipped. I see. I see. Because I thought Yoshitsune's armors would be blue, but no, you can tell from the icon whose it is. So this is actually an armor for us, and we should have equipped this a while ago. That's fine. The Byakko armor, White Tiger. Oh, sick. That's cool. Won't do the hammer, though. It's pretty good. Look at this thing. Alright, alright. So the door here closed. No, okay. Just because we moved away from it, I suppose. I meant to block, but I pressed the wrong button. Nice. I think I leveled up. Like all those little weird blur effects, like they... When it first happened, I was like a little taken aback by it because it seemed pretty... like kind of overwhelming. But I'm getting more used to it, and I'm realizing that it only happens like kind of at the end of encounters. Okay, I think this may be connected to that seal because there were some of the same kanji. Door is closed through some mysterious power. Yeah, the whole like image trail effect definitely. See, my little spider sense there on the belt is tingling just a little bit. Maybe it's on the other side of this door because it doesn't seem to be increasing. Yeah. I think this game, which makes sense given that it's a 2005 game, it's showing an admirable amount of restraint and respectable use of that type of effect without going totally overboard. So let's just, while I have some sense of where the heck we are, see if I can, right, no, that was, I guess I'll save, that was outside of this building, so we should, yeah, never mind, I didn't have a sense of where I was anyway. I wanted to try and see if that necklace thing we picked up actually did in fact have anything to do with that seal door, but, the one with the, like the orange markings. But I thought in my head that was inside this building, and it was not, so... it may well be that we can't do much more here, but we can try to find that out, if that's the case. In theory, I can still block, like cancel attacks with blocking with this guy, but it's just a little slower, which makes sense. Alright, we can heal 300 points with that thing. Yep, closed. Yep, everything's closed through some mysterious energy, so I think we're supposed to go back out and open up that doorway. Little shed, whatever it was. It's fucking giant-ass hands. I mean, they better be big to grab this ridiculous weapon. But it looks a little funny. See, like, your guard gets broken so easily. I don't know if that's like meant to encourage parrying or something. I don't exactly know how it works anyway. Oh, and I broke his guard and I fucking didn't do anything for it. Did he just call for backup? I may have aborted his attempts to do so, but that's kind of cool. Yeah, I used the necklace, the charm, whatever it was, to break the seal. Oh, okay. This looks like a boss fight. Oh shit, okay. I guess we did see a little foreshadowing of this. It's actual historical battles and all that. Weak points, massive damage, etc., etc. Oh boy. That took off a lot of health. Let's see if I can heal. Right D-pad, left, up. Okay, up heals a little bit. So as long as I was legitimately blocking, the fire seemed like fine. It didn't hurt me. But I did try to like dash through it before, which did not work. It seems pretty fine though, like I can basically block whatever. That was actually, that dash actually ended up working out very well. But it was kind of risky, because it could just as easily have not worked at all. I definitely got too greedy. He's gonna kick. Okay, it's a different kick, but... Got him. Okay. Not quite as threatening as it looked. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna fight that lady from before, but nah. Not yet. Okay, we got a different Amahagane.
怪我なんかしてないよ。それより死んじゃったの？
死んだ？もしや今のもののけのことか。
そう。すっごく優しかったんだ。でもなんか寂しそうだった。
Apparently the kid was upset that we killed the animal.
さあ、行こう。
But he's safe. Dude, I can't believe how frequent these cutscenes are.
GENJI の生き残りが小賢しいことをしておるそうだな。は、ですが清盛様。
Maybe I'm used to like PS1 games where they can afford to put like 2 cutscenes on the entire disc, but
天鋼を一つ奪われておいて何が心配いらぬだ。
So I take it this is Daisuke Gori at his most Daisuke Gori-ness doing the voice.
何かご用でございましょうか、清盛様。
我らに立てつく源義経とかいう愚か者がおる。そやつの首を取り、天鋼を奪い返してきておる。
Could be wrong, but it does sound like... Oh, well, I mean, he doesn't sound like he usually does, but it sounds like it's him.
万全を尽くすのだ。過激をやってくれるか。
断る理由などありません。
Alright, that guy looks edgy. Just automatically traveling over here. Back to base camp. I guess bringing back the kid was our mission. I was trying to remember, like, what were we doing over there? Like, what did we achieve? Like, oh yeah, we're rescuing a kid.
よかった。やっぱり旦那だ。また兵士の奴らが来やがったのかと思ってたんだ。
兵士とはどういうことだ。何があった。
旦那、えらいことになっちまって。みんなが が兵士の奴らに連れて行かれちまったんでさ。その中に皆
All right, there were some soldiers who came and kidnapped everyone, I guess. Everyone was taken. Yeah.
すまない。俺は隠れて見ているだけで何もできなかった。いや、よく知らせてくれた。あとは私に任せて。
It's like, I'm sorry I didn't do anything. I just hid and watched Lord Benkei assault. Nope, you did well. Because you let me know what's up. Just leave the rest to me. Alright, we got a spear, I guess? I'm gonna assume that's a weapon for a character we haven't met yet. Or at least we don't have playable just yet. Yeah. So we have a bunch of these, but, well, I guess we probably, I was gonna say, I can see if I can swap back to the other character and change, but they're probably not here, so... actually, I definitely need to take a break anyway. So I'll save here, and I'll take a break. I feel torn because like we do have some other games I'm curious to look at, but this game is actually cool. I do kind of want to keep playing. I'll think about it during the break and see if because I mentioned again we do have a few other games to potentially look at here that I haven't played yet at all. So. I would kind of like to get to those too. But we'll see. I'll step away for a couple of minutes, grab a snack, I think, and we'll be back with more video games right after this.
Just don't get mad 'cause you get happy because it's springtime.
All right. I have returned. And I have other games I want to play, but I also kind of want to keep playing this. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, Power Drift music's pretty... Alright, this guy's just chilling. It's like, oh, are you here to help us? Like, this is all I can do, but I'll help any way I can. And I'm gonna sell you some stuff. Alright, so I guess, yeah, now we can buy weapons for him. Space Hovercopter, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I backed Victory at Rally on Kickstarter. It's like not really my type of game, but it looked neat, and I figured why not. I mean, it is my type of game in a lot of... in most things about it, except from the fact that it's a driving game. I like the aesthetics of it and everything. It has a cool sense of style. Neat character designs and stuff. But it is, it's still a, you know, a racing game. So I can buy another spear. Doesn't say, I guess. Well, even if it said who can use it, it's not like that information would really say anything. So this is like +2, only very slightly better than the one I already have. But I still, hang on. I don't have anything to sell. Oh, okay, never mind. Also, I thought that this meant that I would get 1 coin for them, but I think it just means that I have 1 of them. Yeah. Or maybe I'm wrong? No, because I had, yeah. That's just the amount that I have. Okay, so this is our old armor, which is just worse. Okay, yeah, so we're actually getting some cash for it. Might as well, I suppose. Not that there's a lot of equipment that I could / would want to buy for this character, because we got the upgraded armor and weapon, which are pretty decent. Let me take a look again. Because, yeah, we see the damage stat, but since we don't have, we don't have that character active now, we don't get to compare it to our current. So this is like... Yeah, just different... I don't know if you can call this a staff. Clubs, I don't know. Trunks. But I'm not going to spend 900 on something that's basically the same as what I already got. Armors... Yeah, 950. It's at least +12. Cold Zakura. Small cherry blossom. I feel like maybe if we swap characters again, we'll be able to get more substantial upgrades. At least we can see. So I'll just hold on to the cash. So what about this? Okay, yeah, I don't have any... So this is like he's gonna craft stuff for us if we bring him the right ingredients, but we don't have any. So it's good like that, I guess. It's PS2 ass shop screen. Pretty good. It's pretty good. I like this guy's stoicism in the face of, well, whatever it is that's going on here. I don't think I did anything that I need to save for. So I guess they went this way. Oh, okay, right. I thought these guys were taken. I guess not. I'm like, my sense of geography being terrible extends to not knowing which of these locations are on which part of the map. Alright, let's use our Amahagane. Dude, fucking infinite CG cutscenes every 2 minutes. And unlike Ape Escape, they actually don't look worse than the game. Did she just level me up? Did I just get 3 super meters? I think I did. All right. That's fine. So I guess we can maybe we should be able to switch back to Yoshitsune. He's just chilling here, right? So I should probably, I guess. He's telling me where to go. Oregai koka. All right. Yes. Wagatta, makasero. All right, leave it to me. So let's So it does this thing where it's like Super Mario 64 controls, right? I'm running in the direction, I'm pressing on the stick, but whenever it cuts, does like a jump cut camera angle. If you hold the joystick in the same direction, you keep running in the same direction, even if it doesn't match. Even if the joystick direction and on-screen running directions don't match. So sometimes when you try to swap directions after a camera cut, it gets a little weird. Yeah, it's a pretty standard type of implementation. So let's go back here again and go to the shop. But sometimes it can behave a little funny, it's all. For the most part, it works perfectly fine, but... Alright. So now we get to actually compare. Okay, so this is the one we have, I suppose. So plus, I guess we're not upgrading with like a huge increments of... So wait, oh yeah, we could buy this. Wait, I thought we... Let's, okay. Let's equip first. Because I think we maybe... No, okay. Maybe I got confused. I thought I had that orange armor for a sec. Oh, okay. Like maybe we picked something up when we were playing as the other character, but that does not seem to be the case. So we can go up damage plus 6. Hagane no touch, literally steel blade. Blades of steel. It's pretty good. Pretty good sword. What else we got? So we got this. So it's got a little red thingy there. I guess it's got, I assume that means, what's the word? Resistance against fire? Something to do with fire. And it's armor, so resistance seems reasonable, right? Let's get a new look. You can buy multiples. I think one is quite enough. Let's equip it. And what was the price of the sword? 800. I mean, we can afford it. We can sell our old shit, so fuck it. Let's do it. It's got little green tassels on them. So then we can probably sell. Well, the original sword, I guess we haven't... Well, I was going to say, I guess we have no reason to keep. I guess I don't know if you have reason to keep them, but... That's 50. So what about this other sword then? 200, yeah, okay. So probably it's just like standard RPG pricing, right? Like you just get half of what you paid for it, pretty much, right? Whoops. Might as well. So I wonder if these... It's like sharp. I don't know. I'm trying to determine whether it's... whether they have any kind of special attributes or anything. Doesn't seem super clear, but whatever. Alright, we got our nice red armor. I do like that the armors have different patterns on them too. That's a cool touch. It's not all like... literal color swaps. Okay, let's play fast and loose here and not save. I can't be bothered waiting for PS2 memory card load time. Well, write times, I guess. Alright. He's gonna lend me his strength, because it's too dangerous to go alone. Okay. funny. I kind of miss having the tackle dash thing. So I had time to get used to it. Nice, nice. We're doing okay on combos here. God, never mind. We were for a second. Can this guy also charge attacks, by the way? Doesn't seem like it. I think I got hit there. Yeah, okay. Not always super easy to see what's going on. I mean, it's not like bad or anything, but having not having a super firm grasp on how all aspects of the combat works, or the combo counter, or the XP, whatever. Oh, okay. That's how that works. Okay, we just get to play as him. So I guess, I don't know, once you activate that thing, I think you're supposed to, like, counter-hit them to one-hit kill them, maybe? But that's, like, a really scary proposition with this guy, because the attacks are so slow that you don't want to, like, wait to visually confirm that they're attacking before you press the button. Presumably, it's like, actually, I guess we can maybe try it here. Okay, there's actually a button prompt. I was gonna say, presumably it would actually, like, attack pretty quickly. He counter-hit me. This shit is pretty satisfying. Let's try this again. So I'm getting a bunch of meter here, so... Oh, they like queue up. Okay, cool. I'm learning how it works. Should have probably used that a lot more. That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I liked having an encounter where you got to take out more dudes too. Like, it's been very start and stop, like killing 2 guys and then moving on. It's hard to complain about this music. Obviously, it's like very appropriate to the setting and everything. But it does feel like slightly like a missed opportunity for like a... I don't know. It would be cool if there was like hot video game jams. I mean, I guess that could easily fall on its face also, so I don't know. I have no complaints. I think the music's good. But like when you're getting into that, like... Can I like do anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. We're getting into that particular vibe, like it can just feel like... It'd be interesting to see how the combat would feel if you had fucking endless butt rock or whatever else, you know. So can you? I don't know. I guess this works a little differently when you're fighting archers. Realize that guy didn't die. Dude, I pressed square and nothing happened. It's like, that was like a parry thing. An item that I couldn't be bothered to read the description. All right, we're doing okay. Okay, I guess the handle's broken, so I can't open it. Go this way? Oh, maybe I guess that's maybe where I came from. I don't know. It's a little confusing when it like cuts between the characters. I really like that the combo counter, so the purple number, or like the number on the right, that's the hit count. And the red number on the left is kills. So you will instantly see that number go up when someone takes a final hit and dies. So even though the animations make it fairly ambiguous if they're alive or dead, that number will always just like instantly let you know. Alright, that was perfect. Got full heal from the level up. Hey, what's up, buddy? Good job cleaning up. Always. Wait. Why was there 3 options there? Level 7, huh? What did it say? Maybe this is, leaving, I think? Like, maybe going back to the map, like, escaping the mission or something? Camera does work well for the most part. I was gonna say, you don't really miss camera control. Then I was like, wait, do you have camera control? But no, you don't. Alright, not quite a sewer level, but... Spirit, okay. I totally misread the depth there on where that was, but... Let's take a look at our quick... we got some kind of burning power thing going on. Did I maybe activate an item without realizing? So up for small heal. Yeah, I think I used one of these items. Oh, and that's maybe what's... I think this is what's making my super meter constantly go up. Because I noticed that it did. I don't think it always did that. Left to boost... Okay, what else we got? Defense up. Okay. This is like general defense. This looks like it's... Yeah, it's like fire, ice, electric, poison, I think. Defense goes up against all those different things, so it's like a more powerful version, I guess, of this thing that just makes my defense go up. Equip that, I guess, to make me more powerful whenever I use that. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not buffed. I'm like fucking on fire. Okay. I see. I was taking damage. So do I do this to... No, that doesn't... Wait, hang on. Wait, we have a... Yeah, this, like, removes status effects. I see. Okay. Well, that's a little different, I guess. Note to self, don't get fucking hit by fire. If it can be at all avoided. I assume I can't jump over this. Nope. Playing it safe here. Oop, I can feel something vibrating. There we go. Actually, that reminds me. Yeah, okay, so these are all definitely separate. Let's increase our health. And our damage, sure, why not? Oh, that was quick. I'm expected to be able to read those kanji and remember what what item is which. All right, there's a seal there. No need to press circle to find out that there's a seal. Man, these reflections, like, obviously in this case it's a pretty simple thing, but it still looks really nice, like the ripple effects and stuff. I do like the way this game looks, just in general. Sure. Wait, there was a tingling sensation. There we go. I'm a little scared to run ahead when there's like fire traps everywhere and I can't see 2 feet in front of me. Oh, fucking kicked me. Alright, interesting. You do the heavy attack in midair. You do like a... like you land instantly. Oh, he's stunned. Okay. Hopefully kill? No? It's kind of funny, you can like... oh, I guess his reinforcements did work. You can hit them on the ground, like right when they land. But after they've landed, like they're invincible until they fully get up, which is... feels a little funky. Wait, what did it say? Oh. Okay. So there's no one inside. It seems like you should be able to open the door, but I'm not strong enough. So I wonder if when we're playing as Benkei, when we're inside that room, and he said like, I can't climb up, whatever. Like obviously this guy can jump higher, so I wonder if I would be able to jump up, and maybe if I was playing as Benkei, I could break the door. Could be. So we got the little charm. We should be able to open that sealed door. Dude, that shit is cool. But I figured we'd go here first, just to see what we... Combat seems like not super complex or anything, but it feels good. It's like fun. Yeah, same thing. Well, we got some more XP, I guess. And we got to do some sick quick kills, so that was worth it. Fire trap, yep. Oh, hello. Dude, what the... like, I was in the middle of my string and he just, I don't know, poked me out of block stun or something. Oh, okay, I just found it. Okay, cool. So we should be able to open this now. Yep. Well, I guess my initial impression of this being more adventure-like was maybe not that accurate after all. Like, it seems... we have like locations we can revisit and return to and explore, and there seems to be implications of the ability of coming back to previous locations with newfound abilities. Maybe not like full-on Metroid style or anything, but you know, fully linear either. But at the same time, like, there hasn't been much room for, like, confusion about where we're supposed to go or what we're supposed to do. Oh yeah, that was a... Okay, he, like, broke my guard, and then he comboed me. So, like, the game seems pretty straightforward in terms of giving us a very clear objective, or at least a location that we're supposed to go to. And once there, it seems pretty straightforward. I could kind of see him doing that, actually. But I mean, maybe that is what Onimusha is like. I haven't really played those games. Okay. I figured I wouldn't want to be standing on the ground. I guess I just didn't want to be near him at all. Okay, so I do have more potent healing items. Where's my health? Does it say? Oh yeah, 75 out of 350. Okay. Oh yeah, so this is a good time to use this. Oh yeah. So is this... Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, this is Yoshitsune's and this is Benkei's. Okay, so these aren't like stuff I'm using. No. I guess we can level up defense. That's okay. Yeah, let's. Great timing. So the red aura thing is indicative. I'm using the thing that gives me a damage boost. Very satisfying when you do a little hop kick and somehow manage to dodge his attack. I was like stomping on him while he was doing that. Oh, that damage boost didn't last very long at all, did it? Get him? Got him. Alright, Deep. See you around. Alright, got another one of those. Oh, it's her again. I was looking away. Did she take the orb? Or is she talking about taking the dude? Dude, my screen's pretty bright, so whenever there's like a big flash of white light, it like really hurts my eyes. So I wonder if these cutscenes, I mean, I guess they probably play out differently based on which character we're using. It's kind of neat too. Like, I guess I got the impression from the, like, very, very early parts that there were going to be a lot of talking, and, like, talking that I would probably have to pay attention to. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that it goes over my head, but it doesn't quite feel that way anymore. Like, it's all window dressing, and it's cool. But I can kind of half ignore it and still follow along enough to enjoy playing the game. It's fun enough to play that this stuff isn't the most important. Yeah, sometimes the game is not even just telling you where to go. It's like now, it just takes you there automatically. No room for user error. Alright, the soldiers have figured out we're here. Wow, what do we do?
今の我らでは過激用に勝てるというのか。
Alright, it looks like we're going to be moving to a different area, like a different set of locations. We're moving from Heiankyo to Oshu? Is that what it said? It's crafting a new orb from the orbs we collected, something like that. Well, she crafted a new super meter, I guess. Like, I like that there's, I mean, for me who, aside from, like, from a combination, I guess, of language barrier and impatience, like, I'm kind of skipping through dialogue and stuff, but it's cool that there is a lot of it. Like, you can always, like, in between missions, so to speak, stop and chat a little bit with these characters and stuff. Might finish it. We'll see about that. I'm not so sure. I am enjoying my time with it, though. It's like, it's really fucking nice looking. We'll keep going with this dude. Oh, no, she's here. Oh yeah, okay, so we got new new lore questions. So that's the Heikyo Jun or something. I don't know. I can't read these fucking kanji. I guess he's the strongest of all the generals. I wonder if that's the dude in white, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, okay. That's enough questions. Okay, we're going back here to the city street, I guess. So these are like the levels, I guess, we can kind of revisit if we wanted to, I suppose. Well, whatever. I don't have any qualms about just mainlining it. Thanks to you, things are back to normal, kind of. Except we don't have homes.
もうこんな状況には耐えられない。我々にはあなたたちしか頼れるものがありません。義経さん。
この平安の町を助けてください。義経様。
よし。俺が兵士を撃つ。そして皆の家族を連れて帰ってくるまで待っていてくれ。
Alright, I guess there's more people kidnapped. They're asking us for help, and we're like, okay, we're gonna bring back everyone. Thought we were, like, running away, basically, but I guess not. Oh, I can't use my sword, so I can't break all this shit. I guess we already plundered this house anyway. Wait, a circle? Oh, just a tree. Ah, let me out. So I guess I had to talk to the villagers here. It's neat. What's the chances that this dude has anything new for us? Irashai! Sounds like maybe he's got... Yeah. 50R, that looks pretty sick. Test size of like steel hammer, I guess. We keep getting new spears that we can buy, but... still... I mean, neither of these two characters at least can use it. Does that mean that I do have access to a third character who can use this spear? We just haven't figured out how to access them? There's only 2 sets of armor, though, for Yoshitsune and Benkei. So we have, like, the best armor. And there's a slightly better sword. I mean, we got... Well, on the one hand, we've got enough money to buy this, and especially if we sell our old one. But if they're going to keep introducing new weapons, it's like, well, maybe I'll just skip. I'll buy every other sword. I don't need to buy every sword, because... I'll rather save the money to be able to buy weapons with, well, I don't know. Assuming I still don't have anything that he needs. No. Okay, well. Wait, hang on. Can I interact with this black box on the floor? Is it a box? Well, the answer is no. Well, not that it's not a box, but I cannot interact with it. I suppose we just had to go here to talk to the people to be convinced that we need to help them out. So I guess we're going over here. But yeah, it says on the top left, Heiankyo, like, so, because we saw in that main, like, map of Japan, like, in the intro, like, it showed these different regions with different leaders or whatever, so maybe this guy's, maybe we're going to fight the dude dressed in white, and he's like the Heiankyo leader, and that's the last thing we have to do before we're moving on. Dude, that splash was so sick. Fucking knocking dudes off of platforms, whether it's off a rooftop or into water, that shit is just like never not satisfying. Dude, this looks really pretty. I tried to block unsuccessfully, it would appear. Playing it safe. I'm waiting to block first. I still feel like there's going to be a good amount of fairly repetitive type of I almost said archaeology. What's the word? Architecture? And like samey looking locations, but they're doing a good job with like lighting and color palettes and atmosphere, making at least not everything feel... Dude, I didn't block. I guess it's like directional? I thought I was able to block stuff without facing that direction previously, but might also just... Whoa, hello. Maybe it's a matter of being hit simultaneously that I couldn't block both. Oh, dude, just got all of them in one. That was good. Dude, the combat's actually really fun. Now that we're fighting like bigger groups of enemies and the encounters last for, you know, a few more seconds, quite enjoying it. Okay, this is like a antidote charm kind of thing. Heals poison. It's pretty cool. Is there anything over here? I don't think so. No. Two of these guys, huh? Oh boy. Luckily, you seem to have full iframes on your dodges. Yeah, when you can't see yourself because of the camera angle like that, it can get a little tricky because it can be kind of difficult at times to see kind of where their attacks are. Dude, I dropped my combo because he took like 2 years to stand up. That's annoying. I wonder if there's anything I could have done to address that, but oh well. Let me just do this. So I'm getting a number there. Combo's still ongoing. I'm like curious about like what's the like clearly the game is like showing that there's something special about using that mode. But I'm not exactly sure what that is. Dude, your fucking TMNT dive kick, like, sets up a juggle. It's pretty sick. But yeah, I should definitely use that more, especially now that I have more of that meter, because I keep running around with, like, a full meter. So I might as well, like, start off every encounter like this. And I got 59. Oh wait, did I miss? Hang on. Can I go back? I might have just gotten it in the heat of battle, but probably. I thought there was another one of those orbs. I probably collected it. I keep calling them orbs. They're not orb-shaped, but they're orbs in spirit, I suppose. These things. Get a health upgrade. I should definitely swap to Benkei, or switch away from this character anyway at our next opportunity, just so we don't neglect other characters and make them not level up. That was pretty cool. Well, speaking of level ups, well, fucking, I may as well activate this again then. Fucked up. I flinched. No, I tried to dodge. Everything's falling apart. I mean, I'm not dying or anything, but I like to just jump. They telegraph their attack by jumping like 5 meters into the air. All right. Where is it? There we go. I have to like punch air for a little bit to find those things. So the controller starts vibrating when you're close to one, and it vibrates more intensely the closer you are. But once you've found it and it like emerges and it starts coming towards you, that was meant to be a block, but okay. Dude, I pressed the button and nothing happened. The controller keeps vibrating like until it's completely collected and disappeared, which can be a little weird. Because it makes it feel like you're still waiting to collect it. Oh, okay. I got hit somewhere in the middle there, but the entire screen was flashing, so I couldn't quite tell. Alright, yeah. The cure-all. I'm gonna need that in case I get hit by fire again. Okay, yep, got it. Oh shit, I could have killed. Okay. I thought it maybe wouldn't have been effective against this guy. It's like we entered in some kind of fight choreography. It's like taking out the dudes one by one. Alright, we got him. Still stuff to learn about that special mode thing. How that works exactly, but slowly but surely getting a little bit of a better understanding of it at least.
義経殿、お一人で行かれるおつもりでございますか。これは俺が決めたことだ。俺
It's like, you plan to go yourself? Yes.
私もお供いたします。
It's like, nah. I got you, fam.
ならば行こう。共に兵士を撃つぞ。
Alright, let's go fuck him up. Okay, so this looks like a pre-boss type situation here. I guess I was like, do I really want to swap right now? Like, right before an encounter? But I probably should. Otherwise, I guess Yoshitsune will just get all the XP and whatever. We did literally just save also, so if we're fucked, then we could just load and play with Yoshitsune instead. Yeah, there he is. Very good face. I like his little smirk.
黙れ。貴様の野望、甘鋼ごと打ち砕いてくれる。
若造だ。わしはここにおるぞ。やれるものならやってみるがよかろう。
清盛。
そこまでだよ。
Oh shit.
体が動かん。
Can't move.
バカな子たちね。清盛様には指一本触れさせないよ。
Oh, okay. That didn't quite go as planned, did it? Okay, we're in some kind of Twilight Zone. Okay, we're in a boss arena, I guess. So I guess they're gonna summon some kind of monster for us to fight, maybe? Or this dude, that works.
自ら出向いてくるとは愚かなやつら。苦しませはせぬ。すぐに型をつけてやろう。
Okay, so we get to actually pick. Oh yeah, right, we got a fucking white tiger armor. Forgot about that. Oh, let's go Benkei. Dude, this looks so fucking cool. Yeah, I feel like my concerns about the visuals being samey were maybe unfounded. Oh, that did pretty chunky damage. He's even taking like chip damage. Nice. Dude, it looked like the hilt of, well, part of my weapon looked like, oh no, never mind. I thought it was like a little flash when he was attacking, but it was literally my combo meter just disappearing off screen. That's all. Yeah, the guard crutch thing is also kind of interesting. It's hard to outfootsie this guy, but shit. Slowdowns, not a stream issue. I'm not sure because I'm not experiencing anything I would call a slowdown. Unless it's something that's stylistic thing that I'm not even like registering. But I have 0 dropped frames as far as OBS is concerned. Okay. Trying to use healing items. I guess I ran out. Alright. I'm sure, I think I had other healing items, but I wasn't, like, I was fine not using them. Scared to see how that would go. Nice, okay, you can just continue. Okay, so it actually, well, you can continue, but it says you continue from your last save. Or your last save spot, okay. But still, again, I can't remember what game it was, but I know we played something recently where I got really annoyed with having to go back to the title screen. The bouncer was like that, but I think there were, there's something more recent than that. I think that was the same thing. Dying throws you back to the title screen, you have to load the, like, it's just do it like this. I want to give it, actually, I don't need to change, because we'll still get the option to change. And it would seem like the items are all the same. Yeah, we're like out. Let me equip. Yeah, heal 150. Down, we can put... This one is... Yeah, so down... Okay, this is the cure all, whatever. We don't need that on a quick thing. Down. So I guess the yellow text means we... I don't know why, actually. So this one, I would assume, means we can't use it, or there's no need to use it, because it's cures status ailments, and we know we're fine. This, like, improves defense. Different items, but they do the same thing. Maybe one's better than the other. Oh yeah, they are. They're different. Let's do it on, I guess. Because I think this will stay the same. So I guess the thing is, if we do this with Yoshitsune, and I level up further, like, is Benkei gonna be so hopelessly behind that I A, can't use him, or B, will need to go back and grind mobs to, like, level him back up again? I'm not sure. Well, he's also level 9, I guess. Okay. So maybe level ups actually carry over between characters. I didn't really consider that, but I mean, I'm glad if that's the case, because I don't want to have to worry about bringing everyone with me to, like, keep them leveled up. Oh wait, he can use spears, so those are his weapons. That's interesting. It's like a billion times more powerful. So, I guess we should use this. I didn't realize that those were his weapons. But we haven't been really messing out, other than not having had time to practice using the spear, because the one we had was the same power level as the hammer. Well, that might help. Oh shit, we actually equipped these. I didn't realize. Oh, okay, yeah. So these are charms. They don't cure, but they increase resistance. To electricity and poison. So, like, there's like a charm you equip. Interesting. Yeah, this stays the same. So up to heal, left to increase defense, and down to increase attack. So I guess, yeah, the attacks for this are a bit faster too. But I can't charge it like I can the hammer. And jump's attack works a little differently. Probably should not be jumping. Let's kind of land one pre-hit, sort of. if I break his guard. All depending on where I am in the combo. I keep trying to like dodge and I just do that weird run, tackle away. I mean, it kind of works. I'm getting out of the way, but... Nice. Oh! Ah, shit. Okay. Heal. I didn't heal an awful lot. Use this other shit. Ah! I don't know what I'm doing. I think I still took like chip damage. No, I definitely try to block. Well, I tried to, didn't mean I did it, I guess. It's trying to like sneak in a hit in between. But it's hard when my attacks are way slower than his. Do I have any other healing items? Nope. I have to do this like perfectly. Oh, that's not a perfect jump. The thing is, I could block that, but I think I might have taken a little bit of chip damage. Oh, I should have said, well, whatever. I still want to give it one more shot with him to see if I can do it. I mean, I guess I don't know for a fact that it's going to be any easier with Yoshitsune, but... I'll swap to him just so we can... Actually does increase defense a little bit also. Well, poison or electricity, I guess neither makes any difference in this scenario, but... Attack strength, and this one... I'll do this one. Oh, okay. Oh, scroll bar for nothing. That's nice. Fuck it. I was gonna save, but it's like, well, if I die one more time, I think I'll probably just use the other character anyway, and make sure to switch afterwards. But okay. Okay, so, okay, that's a different attack if I'm, like, holding guard. Yeah, if he does the stab for the second attack, he's gonna, like, there's a third hit coming. But I did another string previously. Nice. Yeah, and when it does like the back turn thing like that, it's... That doesn't hit. Okay, I see. Oh. I think I didn't use the... I used the defense buff. I meant to use the damage buff, but it's fine. I'm not sure if I take full damage or not when I use the tackle. It doesn't, like, I still take damage, but there's just like no hit stun, it looks like. But I'm assuming I take reduced, well, actually, I don't know if I assume that at all, actually. It's like basically no damage on that, though. Pretty nice radius on that. Ah! Why did I press there? Damage increase. Nice. Okay, got him. That was fun. I like the combat in this. Like, surprisingly. Oh, okay. Maybe we're not done. Maybe we're done, but he's not. Oh, hello.
あの地にお逃げください。そんなことができるか。自分の使命を忘れてはなりません。小探し。早く。義経殿。絶対に死ぬんじゃないぞ。
Oh, sick. Yeah, so I guess maybe we... I don't think we beat the game, but maybe we beat the Heiankyo chapter or something. All the bosses we beat in every game we play today, they just run away. We don't get to actually properly defeat them, huh? Oh yeah. Chapter 2. I just remembered that it did say Chapter 1 before, well, Chapter 1. Dude, I cannot get over the amount of FMV. Like, it's... I don't know that it's, like... Maybe I just didn't play fucking any PS2 games, but it doesn't feel normal that there's this much cutscenes. They look really nice and sharp and everything too. Except for the font, I guess, which still looks fucked. I mean, it's capable of storing and playing high fidelity video, sure, but it's another matter to... You still have to fit the video on the disc with the entire game on it, you know? So more often than not, you would not be storing video in like full DVD quality. And it's not that the total runtime of all the video is necessarily crazy long, but I would still expect a game to kind of ration out the FMV a little more conservatively, I guess.
意地悪な質問をしてしまったようだな。しかし隠す必要はない。お前たちの素性や目的はわしも吉次も最初から知っておる。
But maybe not. Maybe it's totally normal and it's just...
兵士を倒すなど無謀なことは諦め。ここ
a type of game I don't play that often to have a good sense of it.
その天鋼を渡せば生涯の身の安全を保証するぞ。
Or just games with this production value, I don't know. Because it does feel very slick and polished. And the cutscenes look good. I mean, maybe not earth-shatteringly good for 2005, but... I think it's the combination, though. For how often these scenes show up, like they look quite good. Yeah, like it's not, you know, this looks better than it would if they just did it in game. But if they did, no one would, you know, no one would bat an eye, really. It's not just like the cutscene after the boss fight when the old dude showed up and like they went all Super Saiyan and shit. Like, yeah, you know, that's the kind of thing you would probably expect to do, like a pre-rendered cutscene. Like, I'm thinking of, as far as like the quality of the cutscenes, like what we're looking at right now is like not, it's like mostly in-game assets, it looked like, but not a lot of cutscenes have been like this. Most of them did, to me at least, seem to look more polished. Oh, there, I was like, wait, where are we controlling her? It's like, no, we're just standing up here. But like the game I'm thinking of, not necessarily as like the standard or anything, but as far as like some cutscenes look better than others, is Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, which is like, it has an opening cutscene, which is, you know, for what it is, quite well done and everything. It's like, you know, high quality, polished, pre-rendered CG cutscene. And then most of the dialogue scenes and whatever in the game are all just fully in-engine, real-time cutscenes. But every now and then there is a pre-rendered cutscene in the game. But all the pre-rendered cutscenes that happen during the game are completely different from the intro. They're much, much, much worse looking. And in fact, the characters look way worse in those than they do in the actual game. So anytime those cutscenes show up, it's just like, I don't know, you just can't help but laugh because it looks terrible. And like I said, I'm not saying that's like the standard I'm expecting, but it's not atypical either. And I feel like here, if they're this frequent, I would not expect them to be as polished as they are for the most part. But I think the cutscene we just saw right now, at least the latter part when they were like walking down the road, that's like the first cutscene I feel like that I've looked at and said like, oh yeah, it looks like in-game assets. Like, it doesn't look pre-rendered really. I mean, the snow and everything, yes, but like this looks like a cheaper cutscene. So far, they haven't really felt that way. Which is like impressive for how many of them there are, but maybe that's Sony money. I just realized I'm my skull pitcher here is empty. I need to refill my drink here, so I'm gonna take a super short break. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Hell yeah. Hokuto Muso music's pretty good. At least that one track. But let's get back to what we're doing. I think we're oh, at least back here. Okay. So this thing keeps flashing. But normally... Okay. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, normally I attack for those things to pop up, but I can't attack in this area, but we found it anyway. Oh yeah, actually, that reminds me. Yeah, we haven't leveled up much of this for this guy. I guess we'll just bring health and defense to level 2. And I guess she's got more tutorials for us, probably. Nope, not... Yeah, okay. I guess we probably... Wait. Where do I go? To the right, I guess? Oh, there's a door. Wait, is there anything over here? Nope. The awesome phone. What's up? I think you may be misunderstanding how the request works. And or either that, or you will have to wait a very long time, because I'm not planning on playing Gilligan's Island anytime soon. But hey, if it happens, just be ready with the finger on that trigger. All right, we're good. We're good. Obviously, if there was some kind of misunderstanding and you spend channel points on something that you can't or won't want, I can refund them. That's not a problem. But I would hate for someone to be disappointed because they think something is one thing when it is in fact another. And okay, so we got all wintry now. Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm pretty impressed. I feel like maybe it's because we spent some of the beginning of the game kind of hopping between the same locations. Oh, this map's pretty big. But I was worried that, you know, it's like, well, I've seen one samurai village, I've seen them all, but yeah, this game's doing a good job of giving us a good bit of visual variety. I'm still not sure about this whole special order thing. So we can get... okay, so here's a club that has the same damage as the spear I have. And there's actually a spear that's more powerful. I mean, we have a lot of money. I feel like I kind of might as well. Plus 12 armor seems... Yeah, this is the same one that was available before, but fuck it, might as well. Let's equip it. So the question is, do I want to buy a more powerful spear, or do I want to buy the club that is the same power as my current spear, so I have the option? We'll see. Icarus saving up for multiple. Well, to be clear, whenever anyone's redeemed the Pit Fighter 1cc attempts, I usually do more than one attempt. I think one attempt would be rough because it's that game can really go any number of ways. I mean, it tends to end the same way, but any one credit of that game is a major gamble. But yeah, that reminds me, I've been really itching to update some of my mix things up a little bit with the rewards, because there's a few that's like never redeemed, and I'm a little anxious about people potentially not anxious, that's maybe a bit strong, but like, because I know I have some channels I watch where I have like hundreds of thousands of points. And if like, I don't know, do I add something that people might want and then all of a sudden it's just going to be like get redeemed too much? So that's like part of the thing with the viewer's choice fighting game thing. That's like to make sure that people have something to spend points on kind of concurrently. But it's a win-win because it means doing those streams feels a little more fulfilling because it's legitimately something that people have like requested, but also it spaces them out nicely and nice and even, you know. I mean, I could just say that I'll do it once a month, but it's more fun for me to do it this way. Like whenever people make it happen, we do it. But it's also nice to like give people, not with the express purpose of tricking people into spending points on one thing instead of something else that I would not want them to spend it on, but just like, you know, have something for people, like, because it's fun to spend points, right? So like have something there. And you know, it is by far the thing that most people spend the most points on, most, you know, regularly and frequently. So I think it's a win in that sense too. I'm not sure like how I would do it exactly, or like which, not to say I couldn't do it. Literally, I don't know which of multiple ways I would do it. I would choose to do it, but I definitely have considered adding a crazy climber reward as well, like similar to the pit fighter one. Just like, fuck it, let's play some crazy climber, or like do some 1cc attempts. I guess 1cc attempts doesn't really work necessarily on the original game. But it's a fun game, and I would gladly have an excuse to pull it out more often. But it's tricky to come up with good rewards because you kind of don't want them to be too disruptive either. Like sound effect stuff. First of all, I don't have software and stuff set up to do sound effects. I looked into it very briefly when channel point rewards first became a thing, and I couldn't quite figure it out, and I wasn't willing to put in the work to make it work. But I've been to a lot of streams where sound effect rewards can get a little bit obnoxious. It can be super funny, it can be great, but it's a fine balance to walk. And I haven't I don't know, I haven't come up with a lot of other stuff that I feel is that I've been very happy with, I guess. Someone mentioned on a previous stream that I should do, or that I could do something to do with the requested artwork, to like show it on stream or something, because that's the other thing. Like, I need to change things up with that too, because we're getting enough illustrations that going through the slideshow during the breaks is like, I want to show the art more frequently, and especially like how it takes like X amount of minutes to go through all of them at this point. That, if you know, the earlier pictures have been around for a lot, but every time I add a new one, it like the visibility for each new piece of art gets worse and worse, because it's the higher, you know, with each one I add, it's a higher number of pictures to go through. So I need to think of, I mean, I can do that part differently, but I would like to have a way to incorporate them in this scene, like my general gameplay scene. But I'm not sure, what would be a good way to do it. And more to the point, I don't know how I would do it because I would want to make it automatic in some way, which would require some kind of bot, some kind of script, some kind of API, something, that all that shit that I don't really know how to do very well. But it would be interesting to look into for sure. Anyway, we bought armor, yes. So our current club, hammer, whatever, is 67. Oh, that means that... Wait, hang on. Okay, so there isn't even a club that... The most powerful club I can buy is equal to the one I already have. No, it's equal to the spear. Because it's, yeah, it's like 50 something. And 67. Okay, okay. Because 67 is my current spear power. And I remember that the hammer I had was weaker than this hammer. But stronger than this? It's like 55 or something, maybe? So it's a good chunk weaker. The question is, I suppose, under what circumstances would I feel compelled to switch to the hammer over the spear? I guess I haven't really used the spear enough to have a great sense of how it's better. But let's in the interest of learning more about the spear, let's buy a more powerful version. And equip it. And go to the sell menu. I'm guessing those symbols have something to do with elemental damage. Yeah, something poison. I wonder if it's like... Taite no tairyoku. No, okay, I was gonna say, like, do I get poisoned by using it? But no, it just seems like it's a like poisonous blade. Oh yeah, I already had this one, which is like shit compared to my current one, so I really have no need to, definitely don't need to keep this. Maybe I had that from the very beginning as soon as I got Benkei, and I just assumed that I couldn't swap weapons. Wow, it's even 40. Wow, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so this is weaker than even the weakest hammer or club available right now. Wow, so it's really shit then. So there's like no way I would actually want to use this. So this one, on the other hand, I guess is poisonous, so it's weaker but has a poison effect. So maybe I would want to use that, hypothetically at least. This is fire resistant, so maybe... I don't know, I have a hard time imagining the fire resistance being more worthwhile than a, like, 25% increase in, like, defense. But what do I know? 50, 58, 67. Nah, I think we're good with the spears, and the next time I have an opportunity to shop, there might be a new hammer, and we can switch to that. Ooh, I like the white armor, but this is pretty cool too. Get all kinds of lore. Come all the way from Kyo. All right, yeah, we did. Just sightseeing. All right, so I guess I'm trying to find my way to the map, so we can be told where to go and actually do some more fighting. Whoops. Okay. Well, it's too much tall grass. No proceeding this way. Is there a path here? No. I guess there's a road up here. Yeah, this looks like an exit. Hopefully we can actually leave. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cutscene? Not exactly. Fighting scarabs? Is that what these are? Depth perception, please. Oh boy. Okay, it just stuns me, and if there's no other enemies, I guess that's fine. Okay, a little crude, but a nice attempt at a cool little, you know, HDR kind of effect. Yeah, the running animation is kind of funny. It reminds me actually of Resident Evil, because I remember the RE1 remake at least had that, like, the running animations are kind of like realistic in a way, but like characters don't like video game run. They just kind of, I actually had a very tight window there. Kind of jog pretty leisurely. Okay, I leveled up even though I fucked that up. But yeah, it feels like kind of floaty. Especially, you know, comparing it to the other character and everything. Okay, just gonna save point. I feel like it's been a while since I saved, but it's just because I ran around doing nothing and it was staring at shop menus. Although saying that makes me realize that I don't know when I saved exactly. Oh, this is not a save. It's like travel. It's a kind of a fast travel thing of some sort. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to take me, but not a save spot apparently. Yeah, Game Republic was Yoshiki Okamoto's company. He was like one of the head like creative designer geniuses basically at Capcom in the 80s and 90s.
厄介ですぞ。秀衡の軍は侮れません。くれぐれも慎重に行動され。
分かっておる。慎重にやっ
I can't remember because I remember we had this conversation when when we unboxed and first talked about this game. I can't remember if Game Republic did the sequel. I kind of would expect them, maybe at least based on the quality of the game, or as it seems like maybe it was made by someone else. I'm not sure. But otherwise, I just kind of remember them for Folk Soul, or Folklore, I guess they call the English version, which was also an early PS3 game. So it would make sense. Well, I guess I'm not sure when that came out exactly, but I remember it being like advertised when I was living in Japan, which was like during the PS3 launch. I'm pretty sure it came out. Well, maybe I'm getting it mixed up, but I think it came out before I left Japan in like mid 2007. So it would make sense that they weren't working on Genji at the same time, but I guess I don't know. Okay. We're doing stuff. As usual, I'm not paying any amount of attention. This doesn't seem entirely safe, but it's probably fine.
見事なお堂ですな。こんなところになぜこのようなものが。よし。弁慶。先ほどの声と同じ。何やつ。姿を見せよ。
Show yourself.
この世に姿なき者。そなたたちがここに来た理由は分かっている。
Like, well, I don't have a corporeal form, I guess.
それを打ち破ることができるのはそなたたちだけ。
See, I don't have good awareness of what Folk Soul even is. I just remember it being advertised back then, and if a game was coming out on PS3 and being advertised, that was like noteworthy because the PS3 had like no games. But I guess it looked like an RPG, which already kind of made me not pay attention. I vaguely recall hearing that it wasn't all terrible, though.
やがて自分を見失ってしまうであろう。そなたたちが天鋼を持つ者としてふさわしいか否か試させてもらおう。そなたは地下深くに眠る社から。義経。そなたは天高くに浮かぶ神殿から天鋼を手にして再びこの場に戻ってくるのだ。そなたたちが見事この試練を乗り越えることができたなら望む力を与える。さあ、行くがいい。
So fucking weird. It looks like, I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm talking, maybe because the The ambient volume is different. I don't know. It seems like for some reason that my microphone is picking up more audio from the game during cutscenes than during any other time. But I don't know. Apparently we're supposed to go find something, go deep underground, and also Flash afterwards go to the high heavens or whatever, to find more of those heavenly steel things and bring them back. I've got doggos. Seem like they would be a bit of a nuisance to fight. Not so bad. Wow, yeah, there's like 2 years of recovery after... Oh, wait, never mind. I was gonna say after heavy attack, so I couldn't block, but I guess I did somehow manage to block because the combo didn't break. Got some kind of choose-your-own-adventure dungeon here. Did I activate this thing? Oh, I think I fucked it up. Dude, I fucking pressed square. I was like, it doesn't look like he's attacking, but I'm pressing square, and it turns out that it was the fucking dog. I'm on fire, but let's take care of this shit first. Oh, okay, that was pretty satisfying. Okay, no longer on fire. Yeah, the swinging radius on this guy's weapon is actually very convenient. Alright, whatever. Sleep. Okay. Can we go? I don't know. I hope I don't have to, like... I hope this isn't a maze, I guess. This looks like a... kind of cul-de-sac. Didn't quite mean to do that, but... Fuck, it's... I don't know. Maybe I just should guess when I'm supposed to do it, as opposed to waiting for the button prompt. Doesn't seem to work out very well. Okay. Maybe if I was playing as Yoshitsune, I could climb up here. I guess I do have to go back. Find my way. Hopefully I don't have to at least fight these guys again. Nah. Good. Okay, good, I can save. So, do I get health from this? Because that's one of the things, like, healing items seem strangely scarce. And the shop dude obviously isn't selling them. Could I be finding some other people to sell me healing items? Or, like, what's... Because I feel like I barely ever have any. Am I returning or am I progressing? Did I do what I was supposed to do? I think I'm progressing. Oh, dude, this looks sick. This looks really cool. Like, pretty simply done, but damn. Just really well executed. Alright, fighting Asura. I was gonna say, were there two of them, or was it just, like, confusing camera angles? I think it's just the one. This is pretty sick. And this reminds me, I really want to play Asura's Wrath. I bought that game ages ago, and I think I've got it on, like, with games with gold again after that. I remember playing the demo of that and thinking it seemed pretty cool. And I feel like I probably would have appreciated it back then, but I think I would generally appreciate it more now. Dude, that still hurt me. I'm dead. Okay. Honestly, the one thing that has me kind of feeling iffy on Asura's Wrath is the fact that I'm sure it's got a very chunky frame rate. I'm pretty sure that I didn't dream the fact that it's like, I think it's backwards compatible, because I think if it was on Games with Gold, it definitely would have been. It didn't do like a silly thing of giving me a little bit of health for saving, did it? Because I thought I had less than this. Let's just double make sure. No. So I have one healing item that'll give me 150. Oh, I already have that one. Well, whatever. I can equip it to 2 of them. Just okay. I can give myself more defense. Oops. But I like the atmosphere and the vibe of that game. And like, yeah, it's all like QTs or whatever, but like, you know, game seems cool. I guess the other thing that I'm a little bit apprehensive about is the fact that it's got a bunch of DLC and like the real ending is DLC and stuff like that. But I mean, at the same time, I don't think I spent much money buying the game, and oh, I deal okay. I dealt way more damage there, but I'm not sure because I was landing more hits or how that worked exactly. You know. It's just like, I guess the whole idea of, I don't know, that game came out in an era with some wild takes on monetization and microtransactions, and agreeing to paying for that just feels principally wrong somehow. So it had like bonus episodes, whatever, where you fight Ryu and Akuma on the moon or whatever. Holy shit, I'm probably dying here. But I'm pretty sure there was also like the epilogue or the real ending or whatever was... I held the block button. Did not work. Which is like, yeah, that was a thing that games did then. I remember Prince of Persia, the Nolan North one, was the exact same way. Where it's, yeah, the final chapter or whatever is DLC. It's like, alright, okay. Let's see if... I guess I'll make sure to activate the... Oh yeah, I did have a healing item I forgot to use. Let's just activate the armor thing. So I wasn't sure... Yeah, see this thing where he just like falls to his knees? Well, I don't know what triggers that exactly. Or at all. Because it did seem to happen when I like counter hit him one time. He was doing like a big attack, but as you can see, I don't know, it just seems to happen every now and then. I just realized something. He does have like a burning sword, and I seem to take a bit of chip damage. The 98. So this one... Let's try to see if this helps us in any way. I assume... I think this means it's got like flame resistance. I mean, hopefully I don't get hit anyway, but maybe... Well, I guess since I'm gonna get hit, it's a good thing I equipped it. Jesus Christ, I can't... What I was gonna say is, I wonder if I take like less chip damage. I just see a little purple flash on my life bar, but I don't have time to look closely enough to see what the damage situation is, but I think we got him now. Yeah. Alright, what's this? Bathrobe? Oh, okay. It automatically revives me if I reach 0 health. It's like a charm. I know it's not a bathrobe, but it kind of looks like one. Okay, so do I... the description seems to imply that I will automatically be... Yeah, I can't use it. Yeah, it seems to imply that I'll just revive when my HP reaches 0, which is exactly when you would want to be revived, so that sounds good. Big dogs. So we can try this. Did I just cancel this thing immediately by attacking? I think I might have. Also, I guess fire persistence. I might still want that while fighting these guys. So the green little orbs, are they health? That's health, okay. Because I noticed I got health from the boss. Again, not a lot. I'm quite stingy. Enemies? Just free stuff? Well, stuff. Okay, never mind. We got one stuff. Tengu, whatever. Forgot what that was. One of the items. So now I'm just a little scared that if we die now, we'll have to redo the Asura fight. Okay, I thought it was closer than that, but... Yeah, the way enemies have, like, eye cream specifically as they're waking up feels a little weird. Like, specifically because you can hit them when they're knocked down. And it's not just immediately after, but it's like you get one down attack. But if you wait a little too long, that doesn't work either because they just started to get up. It's a little strange somehow. Oh, shit. Okay, I had a healing thing. Hits are so satisfying. Guys, it turns out this game's pretty good. Everyone who says this game is good, turns out they were telling the truth. That was a convenient level up. I guess I technically would not have needed to waste my health item, but oh well. I'm alive, so... okay. Well... I'll save here. But before going through that portal, let's go check out the next room. Or the previous room. Whatever. Well, I guess, frankly, I'd heard... I think McCaw said this game was cool. I can't remember hearing many people say much about it, though. Again, other than that, you know, age-old thing of it being better than the first or the second game. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I fucked it up. Nice full. Try it. And the counter thing was like grayed out and it didn't. Alright, whatever. Yeah, the PS3 game is the sequel to this. Alright, it's a good amount of cash in here, so it was probably worth... I mean, we lost a bit of health there, but... got, like, probably a few thousand? Yeah, I'm not gonna load my save. Am I gonna save, though? Eh. I'm not saying one thing or the other about Macaw's taste or opinions, which, for the record, I largely tend to agree with. It's more that he was the only person I can remember specifically having an opinion on this game. No, I know. I know you're not being overly serious. But that doesn't mean I can't get overly elaborate in explaining my stance. But also to clarify, like, it's not that my impression of this was based on that, it's just that... okay, so fire resistance, probably not super helpful here. So let's level up our... wow, it even gives me... wait, hang on. Oh, it does reduce my max health. I see. That's interesting. But it has much, much better defense. Okay. But this one, I guess, gives us some kind of protection against thunder, so that's good. No, wait, hang on. I had the thunder one equipped. I thought I had the poison... okay, never mind. Oh, interesting. It keeps these things equipped even if I don't currently have one in my inventory. I see. So I can equip this. The auto revival thing. That's a little peculiar. Defense up. Okay. Oh yeah, you can see that thing on that little house. That aura, that is the Evan Steel thing, which is of course what we want. Am I supposed to hit? Nah, probably not. Oh, there we go. This is a cool fight, for sure. Okay. It's too focused on the little drone orb thing to pay attention to the thing actually attacking me. Nice. Nice. Oh, hello. Oh, I should probably block instead. Nope. Oh boy. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Okay. Oh boy, I'm dead. Well, I didn't die, but I also did get hit. Camera is not being super helpful here. Hopefully this is like all there's to this fight. Oh! Fuck! So if there we get that weird outside... Whoa! Laser beam shit, like that's... I'm not gonna be able to avoid that, so I will die from that, but... I was gonna say that should... take this as at least being some kind of practice for my next attempt. Unless we just, yeah, we move directly to this face. See, this is bad, because he'll get into position to attack me when I can't even see where I am. Slow fight here, but... So how many more loops of this would this take is the question, I guess. Okay. Okay. See, it's a good thing I survived that long, because now we're seeing this. Also, I'm getting revived because I have this thing that I totally forgot, and I even get a fucking full life bar. Okay, so it's pretty awesome that I did get to do that much damage. Okay, I didn't do too much. I'm okay. But yeah, the bosses are pretty tough, actually. They're pretty interesting fights, though. And, like, definitely the Red Sephiroth, or whatever. I definitely felt that I understood him and the fight a little bit better every time. Okay, so can I fucking... What the fuck do I even do? Well, I guess I just run in a circle. See, even this seems a little dodgy, but okay, it works. I guess I kind of assumed that I wouldn't be able to keep up with it, but at least attempting it was a good idea, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty confident now. I don't know what it would be able to throw at me at this point to throw me off badly enough to actually kill me. Like, I guess if I had actually died... Okay. Then I had to restart the fight. I could probably have done it without using the talisman. But, and you know, would have been nice to have kept it. But oh well. I think we got the thing we came for. Which means we're going back to where we came from. Oh, we got a little treasure box here first. Gold staff. See? It's a good thing we didn't buy a new staff. Wait, hang on. I thought it was a weapon. I guess it wasn't? Nope, okay. It's a treasure of some kind. Buke toshite wa tsukaenai. Okay, yeah. It literally says cannot be used as a weapon. Ah, but this is a special ingredient to be used to craft a weapon. Interesting. It is a staff. It's called a golden something staff. It's like it's a staff like forged from, or like, what does it say? Like it's a, what do you bomb it? Like, I guess it's like encrusted with jewels or something. Doesn't exactly look like it from the picture, but it's like all gold and jewels and something. But I guess we'll be able to make a good weapon from it. So I'm assuming I need more than just the one, or maybe it's just I have this, and if I have this, I will be able to buy some kind of weapon. That's cool. But yeah, when we talked to the golden shrine thing, it said that Benkei would have to go underground to do all this shit, to collect that orb. And that Yoshitsune would have to go to the heavens or whatever, up in the sky, to collect his thing.
まずは持ち帰った天鋼を寄せ金し、 さらなる力とするがよい。
Right, the Amehagane. Oh, okay. I thought we would go do the other thing immediately.
今日はちょっと変わった知らせを持ってきたぜ。源頼朝って知ってるか？鎌倉にいる義経殿の兄君であるな。
名前だけは聞いている。一度会ってみたいとは思うが、今はそれどころではない。
そうかい。まあ話ってのは、そいつが兵を挙げて平安京に向かい始めたらしいってことだ。あんたらが強くなっても頼朝さんが先に兵士を倒しちまうかもしれねえ。無駄なことはやめてここに腰を落ち着けちゃ。
兄上は天鋼を持っているのか？
それはないであろうな。
天鋼を持たぬ者が兵士に勝てるわけがない。急いで修行を終えるぞ、弁慶。兄上を無駄死にさせるわけにはいかない。
よくぞ戻られました、弁慶様。賢天様の命により、寄せ金の儀を執り行います。
All right.
弁慶様。
We got every time that happens, I'm like, wait, what did I get from that? I was like, all right, I get the extended super meter. And yeah, I'm looking at the clock here, and it's like, wow, 3 hours playtime. It's like, oh yeah, we've been playing this for like 4 hours. We are okay. So let me hang on. Is the shop person here? I don't think so. I was like trying to remember. Because he's hanging out here. Oh, there was a fucking door here. I have to go back. Well, it's the same area, I suppose. I want to know. I want to know about the weapon thing. Okay, so I can. But this is probably the other, right, so that's why there was a fast travel thing. So we can use this fast travel thing to go back to that temple, I think. Yes, I'm a professional Genji streamer. So go to the town. Somewhere here must have been where the weapons dealer was. I'm also curious to like maybe try to talk more to people and see if, well, probably not her, but maybe there is someone in town who will sell you healing items. Oh, I didn't go down here. Fishing meaning, oh, hello, this person. Very good old man noises. Like, alright, cool, cool. Oh, this looks conspicuous. Mysterious mark, there's writing in the center. After everything ends, the earth shall open up once again. Something something door to another world. Okay. I'm assuming that's going to be relevant later on. But yeah, I mean, I did want to play some games that I'd gotten recently, and Ape Escape and Genji were the two main ones. I just kind of ended up being more enamored, I don't know, or engaged by this than I expected. Okay, so this is a different. Yeah, here we go. We can actually buy healing items. Sick. That's gonna make the game a little easier. Wow, yeah, so 5,000 for this, and it actually revived you with full health. So that was like by far the This was 3 times more expensive than my most expensive weapon. But we got through the entirety of chapter 1 without realizing that there were shops to buy healing items and shit, so... This puts the whole, like, economy of weapons into a different perspective also, meaning that, like, there are other things to spend money on. Pricing for healing items at least seems to scale, but at this point, even the 150 heal is, like, not a lot. So let's stock up on some powerful healing. So what can we sell? Okay, we can sell this stuff. Out of curiosity, okay. 250. I guess I can sell weapons to him as well. Interesting. These charms. Worth a bit. It's like, oh, make sure to set your items to the D-pad on your status screen. There we go. Irashai. Oh yeah, special order. Huh. Well, it does cost 7,200. I was just saying that, like, fuck, maybe I should have checked the weapons guide before I spent a bunch of money on healing items. But I didn't have 7,200 anyway. But it appears, so we can see there on the left that we have the golden treasure staff. But it looks like there are 2 more items that we need to get before we can buy this anyway. That's how I'm interpreting this anyway. So this might not be relevant for a while. We might, so I think this is the weapon we have for Yoshitsune, which means that this one is a fairly substantive upgrade. Which would probably be worth it by the time we want to swap back to him. Which I guess is now, because I think we're supposed to go get the other thing, right? But I'm still a little bit skittish to buy stuff without having confirmed. I don't want to buy it on a hunch that that's the one I have or that's the one I need. It's a little bit too much money to spend without a clear idea. So let's just be a little extra needless. Well, not needlessly, I guess, but annoyingly thorough. Swap over to him. Take a quick look. Yeah, it's like 2260. Yeah, I still have this one. It's still confusing because the weapon has its own attack stat. And my character, like the weapon's attack strength is 22, but my character's attack strength is 59. Parentheses 37. So I guess 37 is my character's inherent strength or damage, whatever. And it's adding the 22 from the weapon. I mean, that's 32 plus 22, 37 plus 30. Wow. 37 plus 22 equals 59. So that makes sense. It's just not kind of used to seeing it visualized that way, I guess. So he doesn't have either equipped. So let me equip this. There we go. Okay, let's hop on back to the shop real quick. Should be a little faster with this guy. Camera angle control issue here. Not quite the angle I wanted to walk in. There we go. It's funny though, like this definitely makes me more curious to play the sequel. I don't mean more curious than this. Like, I'm not more interested in playing the sequel than playing this, but my interest in the sequel had always been, like, pretty limited and also fairly, like, Oh, even this is the one I have. Okay. So I can go up plus 14. Ah, that's hella worth it. I'll equip it. And we'll sell some shit. But now that I have experience with this game, now that I know this game, I feel like I'll be able to have a much more nuanced opinion, I guess, on the sequel. Even if that amounts to being more pissed at how bad it is than anything else. It will be an informed disappointment, because I will have this game to relate it to. And or maybe it'll make me appreciate this game even more in hindsight. I don't know. Is that how that works? Okay, so I have been streaming for a long time, and it's 9:30, and I was kind of expecting / planning to end by 9. But let's just take a look here real quick. Yeah, fast travel to the Golden Temple Shrine House Spirit thing. I just want to kind of see where this puts us. I can't remember. Is that what takes us to, or is there one over here? There's a picture. I guess this takes us down to that cave with the statues. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, and this is the dude we fought. So I guess, I don't know if it... I don't know if I can go back if I go there, but like, maybe I was taking it too literally, but I thought like only Benkei could go to that one and only Yoshitsune could go here. Maybe that is the case, but it's giving you prompts implying that it's not. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, this looks so fucking cool. Like the caves or whatever, but holy shit, this looks awesome. Dude, this game is beautiful. Thank you, camera angle. Oh, shit. I was not expecting this. I thought it would just, like, respawn, but no, there's, like, a full thing. I can't quite make out if these are monkeys or, like, felines. Alright, they're throwing fucking Genki-damas at me. Alright, a little punishment battle before we're allowed to teleport back up. I was kind of thinking like, wow, are they gonna let me fall down? And they sure were. But I didn't realize, like, it would actually change camera angles right there. Did it not activate? Oh, okay, so they have to be... If I'm doing it, like, too early... Wow, okay, that didn't last very long. If I activate the mode when enemies aren't, like, ready, basically, nothing happens. They have to be there for the mode to properly activate, but it'll cost the resource either way. So those moving platforms over there. This looks like progress. Maybe the moving platforms were for some bonus thing. This is easily the coolest area so far, and I'm like stoked with the actual variety we're seeing. Because I definitely was not expecting that, or at least not taking it for granted based on the how the game started. Super fuck that up. Let's try that again. Senoki, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm like standing in my fucking taunt pose. Dude. Alright. After like the very first enemies, I feel like that special mode or whatever is like super hard to use. It is cool though. And you do get the meter like very frequently, so there's not a lot of reason not to try it. Oh, I feel bummed because I definitely missed something earlier, but also I wasn't really planning on doing this, but it's just too cool, I guess. Also, I just realized you do a different attack. Okay, I was mashing a little too hard there. If you do the light attack after the apex of your jump, you do this vertical slash. But if you just attack right away, you do this like air combo thing. Also, I guess I just break this then. This just seems to like waste time. It doesn't actually seem to hurt you when they latch onto you like that. There's definitely some quirky stuff with like some camera stuff on occasion with stuff like obscuring your view. But other than that, the camera like works really well. I mean, it's quite simple. It's just that it is where it needs to be, but it works well. That's what matters. I'd say more so than apes. Wow, that's not blockable. Good to know. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but we'll keep going until there's a save point, I guess. I press square, but maybe it's because I've been maximum gaming for like 6 hours. It's not. I don't think I would have the reflexes to do it well under any circumstances. We'll see if we can get it. Sick. 114 god points, something. So in that instance, I did not wait or react to the button prompt. I just learned the fact that they will be jumping, so I pressed square when I saw that they were mid-air jumping towards me. Okay, nothing else here. Anything else there either? Was this whole thing the side? I thought this was the way forward. I guess it wasn't? Wow, was this whole thing just a detour to get that upgrade? Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, hang on. No, that's the elevator I came from, and I just... Okay. I think. Well, we're going up. I like the music here, too. I like that it's a little bit different. It's still not, you know, guitars or anything. But it doesn't have quite the same vibe as a lot of the rest of it. Dude, when you get an entire encounter with just that, like, holy shit, does it feel good. Reminds me a little bit of, I can't really compare the functionality of it per se, but it reminds me a little bit of the, whatever it's called, in the PS2 Shinobi game, where you can just do like one slash to defeat everyone. And if you're like super good at the game / speedrunning it, you just like do that like to everything, but it's like really hard. Well, this game is pretty sick, and at this point, I don't have anything particularly, scheduled or planned for my next stream or two. I do want to get to Super Metroid next week. I was thinking maybe doing that on Saturday, a week from now, as I imagine that especially on a Saturday stream, when I can stream for a little bit longer, chances are quite good, I think, that we can just get through Super Metroid in one sitting. But I was also thinking before, like, maybe I don't want to wait too long to get to it. Maybe I'll just want to get through it. Maybe I'll do it a little more casually over Monday and Thursday or something. But I'll be honest, I kind of want to play this more now. So I think right now I actually want to continue this on Monday. I don't know how long this game is. We're in chapter 2. I would guess maybe based on the map and the different locations that each chapter seems to be based in, that there were 3 or 4. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like we should probably continue this on Monday, and depending on how we feel at the end of Monday stream, maybe continue on Thursday. And then probably, I guess chances are okay, decent. Actually, where are we at? We might be doing fighting games on Friday. We are currently at 92% raised, so I would say chances are very good that we will get to 100% by Monday, which means we should be ready to do some fighting games on Friday, which means I need to do some PS3 maintenance. That's note to self. Do some PS3 checking in the next couple of days. But yeah, I think we're gonna do some more Genji. This game is it's really cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. And my initial fears of the language barrier or the amount of text or whatever else being like a hindrance to playing this game turn out to not be really anything to worry about. Even fully ignoring everything that's going on in the narrative. It has just really fun combat and gorgeous graphics and just a cool atmosphere. So, yeah, I'm honestly liking this more than I thought I would. I said at the beginning too, like, you know what? I have other PS2 games that I think I would rather make that a time investment for, but I'm fully hooked at this point, and I really want to see the rest of this game. At the very least, until whatever point we get stuck because it gets too difficult. Because I feel that might happen at some point. But I will leave that there for tonight, and we will return. We will reconvene in a few days' time on Monday evening. We shall continue Genji and see how that goes. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot for hanging out, spending your Saturday with me, and thanks to all raiders, hosters, sub gifters, and all that stuff. I'm just want to taking a look here. Also, I cannot English, apparently. Where I'm going to send you guys. Looks like... let's see. Bilbo is doing something interesting, as he usually does. Haven't seen him in a while, so why don't we pay him a visit? Take care, everybody. Have a nice rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.